In his prime, Mike Tyson was one of the most terrifying forces of nature the world had ever seen, leaving grown men questioning their decision to enter the ring.
23-pound weight advantage, and he put
the Amato, of course.
right hand by Tyson.
By early 1986, the 19-year-old Iron Mike was an unstoppable force, demolishing every opponent put in front of him with a perfect 17-0 record.
That's it.
As the giveaway. Oh, the legs have gone. This is all over.
But standing in Tyson's way was a formidable obstacle, a battle-tested knockout artist who had proven himself against the division's best and the first world-level test of Iron Mike's young career, Jesse the Boogeyman Ferguson.
Jesse Ferguson comes into this fight, and his record looks like a who's who of the heavyweight division.
Get ready as we take you on a journey through one of Iron Mike's best fights. This is the Boxing Lab. Let's go. By February 1986, Iron Mike was an unstoppable wrecking ball with a perfect 17-0 record, demolishing every opponent put in front of him as the boxing world wondered who could possibly test the teenage sensation. But standing in his way was Jesse the Boogeyman Ferguson, who walked into the Troy Armory in Albany, New York, as the reigning ESPN heavyweight tournament champion, with legitimate knockout power in both hands. Ferguson had proven himself on the big stage while Tyson was still building his resume, and being the first world-level opponent Iron Mike had ever faced, convinced him that this hyped-up kid wasn't ready for a real test. So Tyson decided it was time to show this so-called boogeyman what real fear looked like when you step into the ring with Iron Mike.
And it has been kind to Mike Tyson. Here we go. He is... One thing we should mention, Jimmy, before the action heats up too much, is this is a 16-foot ring, very much to Tyson's liking. Starting out, going to the...
From the opening bell, Ferguson proved he was different from the journeyman Tyson had been destroying.
Ropes, and then counter with left hooks off the ropes. And already, Ferguson has lasted longer than have some of Tyson's 12 first-round knockout victims. But now, Tyson got an uppercut through the guard. Distinguishes him even in the amateurs. Mike Tyson can throw great body shots. He takes what you give him, and right now Jesse Ferguson is standing still and allowing Tyson to swing away at the ribcage. One of the things that makes Tyson so special, he threw a tremendous left hook, missed with it, and didn't go off balance. Always in position to punch. But he went back into the shell. If form holds true, Jesse Ferguson at some point, one of the questions that surrounds Mike Tyson's career answered. He's pacing himself more at this point, Jim. Generally, he would rip punches with both hands without caring about what the opponent did in return. Did in his first 17 fights. One good left. Around. Ferguson about to become the 6th of Mike Tyson. Round 1. We'll be back. For the beginning of round 2 in Troy, New York. Jesse Ferguson stepping out of his corner in the red trunks. The black trunks belong to 19-year-old.
Farther than the average Tyson opponent. As I mentioned, only the 6th of 18 men to make it as far as round 2. We apologize for the quality of our audio at this moment. We are on our backup audio line. We'll stay with you. Now we're told that it's Tyson getting through the guard again.
Makes him special. Not just power, but he really gets the punch there quickly. Ferguson's just fighting a survival.
It might not be an inadvisable strategy. Tyson only once has been as far as rounds and bout against Mike Jamison. TKO early in the 5th.
And in that fight with Jamison, which did last, him with an opponent that just grabbed him and looked to survive, and he really didn't keep his concentration. Ferguson, who's not giving him very many punching opportunities, if he continues to stay on top and keep his concentration and keep in the fight.
Okay. You see that both fighters like to crouch over and get low as they deliver their punches. Their heads are going to be very close together through much of this. And Jesse Ferguson fighting defensively against Mike Tyson. Round 3. And Jesse Ferguson is only the 4th fighter to make it that far with Mike Tyson. Good right. We saw Ferguson recoil to the ropes.
Two of the questions raised about Mike Tyson that have yet to be answered are his chin and his stamina. Right now, he's been in 3 tough rounds. Not tough in the sense he's taking a lot of punishment, but he's throwing a lot. The event has got to drain something out of him. He is not breathing heavily. He looks in pretty good shape at this point.
No one in the arena believed before this began that it would go to a decision. But certainly Tyson has won the first 2 rounds and is controlling the 3rd.
You see quickness in Mike Tyson. Of course, Muhammad Ali was quicker. Of course, perhaps Floyd Patterson was quicker, although Customato.
Round after round, the boogeyman absorbed vicious combinations that would have crumbled lesser men.
You mentioned, of course, the relationship to Patterson. Both fighters groomed by the now late Customato. But there is really no direct comparison in style.
By it, you might be able to see here that the fighters are fighting with 8-ounce Everlast thumbless gloves instead of 10 ounces. Would favor a puncher like Tyson, as with the size of the ring we mentioned earlier. 16 feet 8 inches, New York State in non-title fights. That flurry right there by Tyson, he did not sit for him pity-pat punches. He's got to set himself. Once again, those are arm punches.
Coming to the end of round 3. Already is becoming in control. And Jesse Ferguson now joins 2 fighters. One named Don Halpin, another named Mike Jamison. Tyson. In case you have joined us late, the man in...
By the 4th round, Tyson had seen enough of this survival act.
12 of them first-round knockouts coming into this, his toughest test so far.
A few moments ago, Jesse Ferguson looked over to referee Louis, hit a low blow, as he has been hit a few during this fight.
Now Jesse appears to want to say something to Tyson about the low blow. And the referee warns him not to headbutt Tyson. Fighting a somewhat more offensive effort. So far, he's shown some intelligence, Alex.
Well, he's fought to survive and not to win. He just reminded throughout this fight today. He may be just pacing himself.
ABC Sports live from Troy, New York. Scheduled 10-round heavyweight fight between Mike Tyson and Jesse Ferguson. Tyson in the black trunks.
If there is such a thing as death.
And you're here to tell us there isn't, I'm sure. More active now in this 4th round than he was particularly in the first 2 rounds of the fight.
Watch your head.
Following the bell, Mike Tyson delivered a right-hand shot to the body of Jesse Ferguson. Some of you may have seen Ferguson's cornermen jumping into the ring to keep him away from unnecessary extracurricular activity the previous time in the fight. beginning to throw that left.
Then in the fifth, Iron Mike unleashed absolute hell.
Ferguson's done all the punching, not much scoring, but he has kept Tyson at bay. And Ferguson accepted the clinch until Luis Rivera broke them.
3 weeks ago, Tyson scored a TKO of Jamison at 46 seconds of the 5th round in Atlantic City. As of right now, so Ferguson has at least that distinction to carry with him as he attempts to gain.
It's difficult to judge the motivation of a fighter, but I would say that Mike Tyson is trying to do two things here. One, he's trying to pace himself. And the second thing he's trying to do is be careful. I think he respects Ferguson. And he's just not going to...
Williams, a TKO defeat, not a decision, was in trouble in both the first and 10th rounds, and now he's in trouble here. Blood coming out from the nose of Jesse Ferguson. Put him down. 6, 7, 8, up at 9.
I think that uppercut broke Ferguson's nose, Jim. He is in desperate trouble. He will not last much longer. Rivera almost stopped it there. Mike Tyson's known as a great finisher. Let's see how he does with Ferguson.
Ferguson gamely hanging in, having trouble covering up. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. And Jesse Ferguson, time as a professional Tyson's ever been in this round. Ferguson trying to jab.
When he has him hurt. Jesse Ferguson is hurt. Let's see how Mike Tyson does to take him out.
The left hook did some damage.
Frankie's going to have to get in there and force him apart.
Another left.
Oh.
Can't say I blame him.
The only thing Rivera can do is what he just did. Give him a warning. Maintain a little bit of distance so that he's going to take a point. He's disqualifying him. He disqualified Jesse Ferguson for clinching and refusing to break when ordered. He had warned him earlier in this round.
The so-called boogeyman learned the hard way. There's only one monster in the ring when you face Mike Tyson. And that's how Iron Mike passed his first world-level test with flying colors, proving he had the skill and power to break down legitimate contenders on his path to greatness. Drop a like and show Iron Mike some love in the comments. Thanks for watching.